Right, and let's have a little relax and drive, couple of hours doing some ETS, but this time with Promods 2.46, so we'll hopefully get to see some new roads. Gotta find out where I am, take a job. We'll probably do 2-3 jobs, maybe 4. Maybe we'll do some short jobs. Let's have a look at the map. Hoping I've got audio, because at the moment I'm not hearing anything, which is rather weird.
Powering off. Powering on. Mic on.
Oh, I can hear the clicks now. I couldn't hear the click before. That was weird. What are we gonna do? What we gonna do? Didn't I have a trailer? Oh, they've moved me, haven't we? Where are we on the map? Great. Trailer. Use. Oh, got a bit of cash there as well, which is nice. Bit of a trek, isn't it? Diesel generator 2110. That can be tempting, I think. There's Finland. Anything else? That goes into Ireland. Oh. That's a bit of a trek. Although that might be tempting. Just to see all that. Oh, go on. Why not? Do something stupid. Probably going to regret that one. Right, let's change my dials first off. And it's been daytime, so we can go screens.
Turn left. Go straight on. Finding new route.
Oh, go straight on.
Get ready to turn right.
Straight away he takes the wrong turning. Awesome.
Turn right.
Still, really do like the sound of that truck.
Turn right, and then turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Take job, and it's over there to the right. Left, I mean. I don't know why I said right. I think I'm half asleep. Ooh, nice. Excuse me, my god. Oh, this thing doesn't want to turn, does it? We've got to do engine off. Collect the load. Today be good.
Ready to turn left. Turn left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
No, it's not changing camera view.
Go straight on.
72 hours, holy crap. Total time to do this, 145 hours. Why did I pick a job that's 72? We might be just doing the one job.
Roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Hoping the playback looks smooth. I'm looking up and it looks a bit weird. Let me have a quick look at my tablet. Oh, something, whatever. Nope, seems okay. I need to fathom out what mod is causing their signs to go wrong. I'll find out. I'll have to go through them one by one at some point. Cruise control on. Weird how there's no traffic on this side of the road. Strange. Belgium. Okay. Oh, fuel. Ooh. 434 litres. Probably get that down to about 200 and then fill her up. Probably gonna, yeah, 3,845 kilometres. A big chunk of that is going to be a ferry, I think, so can probably knock maybe, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 maybe. Kind of interested to see what Promods is going to put on the table for us, see if they got anything interesting. Not sure, but I think this is new road as well. Yep, new road for me, so this is all going to add to the map. I got a nice car there that's bright orange because it hasn't loaded in the texture. I think we're going straight on. Turn right. Oops. There's me trying to play with...
Turn right.
Yeah. And I think we're staying in this lane. And there's me... Oh, and he wanted to go into like this view. Do something slightly different. Hello there, how you doing? Thanks. Glad you like. So far this Promods has been pretty good. Well, that looks nice. Problem is I don't know if this is Promods or I don't know if this is an update from SCS, because I know they've done some updates to some areas. was planning on doing some short trips, but yeah, we've ended up with one big trip of 70 hours, so we'll try and get that done in the next few hours, and
Keep right.
I said keep right, so how far right? We're taking the left after we take right. Do I have lights on? No, I don't. Let's get some lights on. Ooh, that's a little faster up there. Keep an eye on fuel as well, because we've got half a tank with 381 litres remaining at the moment. Excuse me, that's probably not going to be enough to last, considering we've got 3,000 odd miles to go. Kilometres, I should say. Motorbikes are working. Just about to hear the traffic. Don't forget, chat is open. You're more than welcome to say hello and more. Any questions? Ask away. Hope this map is updating, because I'm not seeing the highlight for the update coming through. Yes, it is. Just check, so we're getting, well, in this view we're getting a good, what, 60 frames per second? That's not bad, I suppose, considering. This is just going to be a rest area, so we'll leave that one. Travelling into Germany. Ooh, look, smoke. Oh, you can't see. Left-hand side smokestacks. They look pretty cool. I like that. Keep to the left. What's this section coming up then? Kind of intrigued. It's a bridge, I think. I like doing this view from bridges. I don't know why. I just think it looks good. That's a hell of a view. I wish you guys could see all of it. See more of what I can see to the left and right. Jesus, that looks really good. As if I need... Just imagine the type of game you could have with 6 of these screens. Well, if you change that to 9 of these screens. Another row across the top and another row across the bottom.
Keep left.
We can all dream. That'll never happen. He did say keep left, didn't he? Like that song, innit? Move to the left. It's grass. Okay, so fuel stop coming up. I think we might take that. I don't know. We don't need to. We've still got 327 litres on board, so... Nah, let's skip it. Risk it for a biscuit. The Bentley Continental going by. Something like that. Or a Bentley, at least. I don't think it's the Continental. What do I know? I'm no Bentley connoisseur. Quite nice. Oh wow, train on there as well. These areas are certainly a bit more picturesque, shall we say. Again, I don't know if this is SCS or Promods doing this, but it's looking good. No! Lucky enough, all the lanes are clear, so... And now he puts his foot down. But I can't go back until he's gone. Speed limit has changed as well. Oh, we're going too fast, let's lower it a bit. Before I get done by the cops. Oh, John T's, how are you doing? Well, what is this coming up? Wendy's. McDonald's over there. What they called it though? They called it a McDonald's? Can't quite see, it's too far away. Using the M logo though. I gotta admit, I'm kind of liking these roads. They're it's not flat and boring, that's for sure. Yeah, you can't fault ETS for a good trucking game. And I gotta admit, it's gotten a lot better recently. You know, I never thought they would improve the game as much as they have.
Keep left.
You know, I can understand adding the map content, but the fact now that they're working on sound and graphic enhancements just makes it better and better. Yeah, can I squeeze it in? Oh, didn't want to hit the guy behind. I think I got away with it though. There's still more they could probably do to, you know, improve the realism, but again, I think we're held back by what PCs can do. I'm gonna crash, or is it gonna? I think those planes loaded in caused it to judder, but I gotta admit that plane looked really good. I do like it when you see the planes coming over like that. It looks so cool. Extra on this airport terminal building, I guess it is, on the left. Could be a little bit better. It looks a little low. Oh no, it's not an airport. Oh no, there's a train underneath there. That's weird. Airport terminal's over there to the right.
Keep left.
Maybe that's the train terminal. Ooh, plane coming in as well to land. Although I don't see any landing gear. Oh no, that's cool. Landing gear is lowering. Never noticed that before. So when the plane comes down, the landing gear does come down. They have animated it. Nice little touch. I still want more vehicles on the road, but again, I think we're limited by how powerful your PC is. But I'd rather have the option of adding or have a slider bar and have, you know, more vehicles or less vehicles, per my preference. Just cruising for now. When I start getting dark, when it gets too dark, we'll be swapping over to single screen because, yeah, night is a bit on screens. Change the colour, shall we? See, there's something's loading. I wonder what it's loading when it's juddering like that. Bavaria. I think we've done quite well. Still got 64 hours to go. God. Well, we've got 138 hours to do it in. Be nice if the speed limit was 90 and I could max out. Kinda cool. Whatever that says. No idea. Oh well, we're still in Bavaria, whatever it is. Right, straight on through. The way this is going to add loads of new road. More wind turbines. I don't know what it is with wind turbines. You get people who say they're an eyesore. I don't think they're that bad, to be honest. Maybe not sure they should be painted white, but then if you did paint them a colour, what colour would you paint them? Because even green would probably look stupid. Blue, but then blue would look silly unless it's against the sky, but the sky's not always blue. Yeah, maybe it is better off white. I'd love to know what's causing that stutter. That's only done that since Promods gone on, so it's clearly loading something in. Maybe it's that road section, because it's quite a complex road section. Even though I don't get to see it all, the game still probably renders it. Still doing it. Can't see any save logo, so I don't think it's saving. Hold on, I'm going to check something. Graphic option. Whoa. I'm hoping that will be a little bit better. Hard to tell though, it's still on 99%. Ah well. Another little bridge coming up. That's quite cool. Power station, little village by the looks of it. lights work. Not retaining error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Strange. It looks as if it is to me. Have a look. Checking my phone again. The way my driving goes really erratic now because of mobile. Oh. Looking okay. Getting dark though. Gonna be changing screens in a moment.
Right.
Shouldn't really say day, should I? I was just thinking now, because you know, if I'm doing this job and it's 62 hours, clearly that's more than 24 hours, so it's longer than a day. So, I'm guessing what I should say is, it's a day from my perspective, not in-game perspective. Otherwise, yeah, that would be weird. It would be very weird. Right, 202 litres, let's start looking for fuel. I think we're coming down to our first 10 hours of driving, which is crazy. We've been driving nearly 40 minutes and only done 10. Change to... Oop. You can see a bit more detail on that one. Litres, the fuel stop better come up soon, or I might be in trouble. I'll be coasting in now. Driving on fumes alone. Mind you saying that, if we do stop at the fuel stop, I might get a cup of coffee. Just to keep me going. And to clear my throat, oh my god. Fuel stop.
Recomputing.
I'm not going to get a clean access here because this guy's trailer's turned in. We may have to wait. Didn't do a very good line in, did he? Cut. could probably take to the curb and go in, but I'll be good and wait. Right. Stop it there for a moment. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. Right, back. Let's go. Right then, carry on cruising, shall we? Oh boy. Right, so what we got? We've got 60 hours to go, 134 hours to do it all in. We've still got 3,037 kilometers to travel. We might be here for some time. That was me thinking, a couple of hours, you know, get a couple of hours gaming in before I need to head off to bed because I'm up early again in the morning. It ain't gonna happen. I'll be here all night now. it gets too late, I'll have to make it a part 2. At least the coffee's nice, and that's the main thing. Gotta have my coffee. There's a dodgy textured card, damn it. It's weird. Usually it's the opposite way around, you know, textures are bad, and then when the texture of the vehicle comes closer, texture changes and it gives you more detail and therefore loads in properly. But this one, when it's closer where it should have more detail, it has, the texture doesn't load, but as it gets away, it loads in fine. It's very strange. It's 23:31 in game, so 11:30 basically. Drat. Another bridge, we're not going to get to see it properly. When I'm in the middle of the night. Try and go around at least. It's really dark, so hard to make much out. Some more wind turbines in the distance. Another truck stop or something. It's these flag things. This is new to me, this flag and telling you what area you're driving in, like this now flagging up Austria. Is that part of ETS or is that part of Promods doing it? It's kind of weird. I've changed it all and I know there was a small update to ETS, but I don't know what it included. I'll need to go looking. You need a lot of help. How you doing? What have you done? What have you broken? Got a code 43 error. How do you know it's to do with the graphics card? Alright, so you've got like that asterisk or the exclamation mark, yellow exclamation mark over your graphics card in Device Manager, yeah? Have you downloaded an NVIDIA driver and updated? Or have you uninstalled and reinstalled? First protocol for me would be download latest driver from the NVIDIA website and just install it on top of what you've already got. Reboot and then see if that's cleared the error. If the error is still there, what you might want to do is get down display driver uninstaller. There's a tool out there anyway that will uninstall graphics drivers. It'll clear everything for you. Run that, clear it all, and then reinstall again and see whether that fixes it. Have you typed into Google what that error code means? Because if it's a hardware level error, then yeah, you're kind of buggered. It'd be time for a new card, but how old is the card, by the way? Might want to check whether it comes with a warranty. Like some NVIDIA cards, they'll come with maybe a 3-year warranty. So if it's under warranty, you can just get it swapped out. It's a weird one. Well, if it's under warranty, you know, if it's under a year, then it should be under warranty. Oops. I'll have to forgive my driving a second. The other option is if you've got a second PC, or if you have a friend who has a PC, you could always take your card out and plug it into their PC and see if the same error appears on their PC. Because checking up what an error code 43 is on my phone quickly, it says it's a generic message that indicates a problem with hardware or software. So we still don't know whether it's a hardware level issue or whether it's a software issue. If it's software, it could be just a Windows error, at which point the only other way then would be to literally format, reinstall Windows and start again, but I wouldn't do that until we're absolutely certain that's the only option. It's like I had to reinstall my AMD system a couple of weeks ago. The thing had a blue screen of death because I was messing around with some new RAM, and it completely buggered up the installation. It wouldn't boot properly, it was boot looping and all sorts. So in the end I was like, you know what, I've had enough, wipe it, start again. Since doing that it's fine, it's back to normal, but you know, it's just the hassle of having to format and reinstall. You know, if it's a software issue, which it very well could be, it may require reinstallation. You know, if you've used the driver and uninstallation tools and reinstalled, if you've used an old driver and a new driver, then it still could be Windows causing it. But the only way to check the card yourself is by plugging it into another PC, but because you don't have access to another PC, because the problem is, if you go to whoever you bought it from and say, you know what, I think this is broken, you send it back, they're going to test it. And if they plug it into their system, Jesus Christ, what's going on with the frames by here? If they plug it into their system and it's working fine, then they're just going to send it back and you're still in the same boat. The PC itself, you bought the graphics card you bought with the PC, yeah? Because if you bought it all together, the problem you have is the chances are they may ask for the full system to go back. If the graphics card was added in at a later date, then they may just ask for the card, but... yeah, because you bought it all together, they may ask for the full system back to test it. It's a pain when you don't have access to other PC hardware. I remember when I used to just be having one PC, and if you get a fault, it's like, oh god, how the hell am I going to test this? I mean, I was lucky at the time. You know, if I ever had a problem, I always had a friend with a PC, so it'd be like, oh, can I just try this in yours? Boom. 9 times out of 10 you find out what the problem is. I mean, crikey, I've still got a, what have I got? I've got a GeForce 450 graphics card, I think. Like 1 gig of RAM in it or something. But that's like a backup card for me. If this PC needed a graphics card and my other PC wasn't working, then you know I've got a really cheap spare graphics card I can plug in just so I can, you know, get online. Not really there for gaming, it's there just so I can get online, and if I need to order anything I can then. Mind you, but these days, you know, you got tablets, you got your phone. Back in the day, I remember, didn't have any of that crap. Used to have your PC and that was it, and if it didn't work, you were kind of screwed ordering stuff. You'd have to phone up or go to the shop. $256. Hopefully we'll get some daylight shortly. Go back to triples. 56 hours remaining on this job. I hope this ferry this ferry ride we get later on is a really long ride. And it eats up like 20 hours. That'd be really nice. I'd be surprised, mind, if it's a hardware problem. It wouldn't surprise me if it was... Ooh, see, look? Really annoying. Something's going on with Promods in this game because it's running nicely at 60 frames. Then all of a sudden, it'll take a nosedive down to 20.
Go straight on.
Maybe you need to keep an eye on the graphics card. Next time that happens, I'll need to glance up, see what the graphics card is doing. What's the temperature on my graphics card? Let's have a look once I get past this truck. And this corner. And that corner. Oh my god. It's on 63, temperature's fine.
right, and then turn right. Turn right.
And yeah, there it goes. Well, I didn't expect to see that. When it takes a nosedive like that, the GPU actually goes down to 4% load, so
Take the first exit.
maybe I need to have a look at what the CPU's doing then. Maybe the CPU's the cause. Well, you're gonna have to fix your PC before you can get back into ETS.
Keep left.
We're going up over this section. I know with my Promods I'm running the ultra draw distance. I'm wondering whether that could be a cause. I'll re-download the def file and choose standard draw distance and see whether things are different. At least that's the good thing with Promods. You can, with a def file, you can actually download a few different versions. You can configure the def file differently, say 3 or 4 times differently. Drop it in, and just swap the file out in the mod section of ETS, and so you can load it up with standard draw distance. One load it up the next time had ultra draw distance turned on. You can compare yourself as to whether it's causing issues. So this is on ultra at the moment, so I may change that just to see if it helps with that stutter issue I seem to be having at the moment. Brakes were permanent after an update. That's weird.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Wait, where am I
Turn
going?
right.
This one, I think. I'm not quite sure what that would be, unless it was a button binding issue. Oh man, I got an itchy foot. Ow. Right, I think we're going to get some daylight shortly. So that's now 4:08 in game. We can go through anyone, I hope. Just how fast? Cut the corner into Croatia. Gotta admit, I don't think I've had that problem. It's not. You don't get the air brake warning sound coming on or anything silly like that, do you? I mean, that would be a brake issue, but it would be normal. But I'm guessing it's not that, because I think you know your way around the game well enough. Through the tunnel. Oh, it's really annoying when it drops down. I do apologise that we're getting this stutter coming in, but there's not much I can do about it right now. Well, if you reinstall the game and it's still happening, then it's got to be something else. Oh, why is it doing that stutter? It's annoying me now. I want to fix it. I'm really tempted actually to download the standard draw distance and just swap it over quickly.
Keep left.
It's gonna look like if we do triples now. Boop. Not too bad.
Keep left.
Ooh, it's a nice sunrise over there. Unfortunately, it's to the left, and you guys can't see it. I mean, do that, I suppose. It's kind of hard doing that, though. I start driving weirdly. It's like, what the? Oh god, that's disorientating. Oh god, don't do that. Oh shoot. What do you know, we end up driving into it now. Great. Oh, the sun's gonna come over the top of those trees. You're like a vampire. No, sunlight. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're running something like a Valve headset, I don't think it would be too pixely. The thing is, you can even do super sampling in this game, which does help. And I've got the old Vive headset, and yes, that is pixely, but it's still fun to use, you know? Even though I haven't used it in ages, partially because it's just a pain to set up to use. If they could get it, what I want, what I want in a headset would be Valve headset kind of image quality or higher, with the Oculus Rift S, is it? I can't remember what the blooming thing is now. The new Oculus Rift, anyway. Level of connectivity in terms of inside-out tracking. I don't want to deal with lighthouses anymore. I'm fed up with them. I know they're more accurate, and I know they're better in that respect, but sorry, I don't use VR enough to warrant that much fussing about. Oh, we're in the wrong one. Am I in? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I totally royally screwed that up. No one behind me though, that's great. That'll do. Did we go through it? Oh, we did. Well, you know, don't get me wrong. I mean, if they made it so the lighthouses were, you know what, you just put them in the room and they set themselves up. They need to simplify the setup process for the lighthouses. You know, because all too often you'd set them up and one would lose connection, and then you'd have to spend half an hour trying to get that to get its connection back. And once it's set up, it's great to use because it's really accurate. You know, very rare you have an issue with it. Inside out tracking, you know, that's good as well, but again, it doesn't track so well when you're at the very edge of your vision, shall we say, so right down low, right up high and what have you, because it uses predictive But, oh, that slowdown's really peeing me off now. But it's just convenience. I just want to be able to slap the headset on and enjoy the game. Oh, I know. I had the Rift. I had it for, what is it, the Rift S or whatever it is. I had the Rift for, I think I had it for like 2 weeks. But it had so many issues because it was brand new and they were making promises that we're going to fix this, we're going to fix that. And I was like, you know what, I've spent £400 on something that you say you're going to fix. I'm not prepared to sit there hoping it gets fixed. I know the tracking's pretty good, but it's not at the same level of what having external tracking lighthouses. They're always going to be superior from that aspect. But I don't think that the Rift's tracking is bad in any way, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you know, I think that's what I'm after, is inside-out tracking with at least Valve level of resolution, if not higher. Maybe HP reverb resolution. But I think I would prefer to go back to an OLED screen like in the original Vive. Now, the Vive head unit uses OLED. So if they could find a way of getting OLED quality panels, high resolution, that doesn't have or has very minimal screen door effect, with inside-out tracking and half-decent earphones, you're laughing. Right, if this gets... I don't know if this is getting progressively worse, the stuttering. The one thing I didn't like about the Rift was it was too dim. And I think part of the problem is I got so used to using the Vive head unit, which is really good in terms of brightness. It's a very bright panel inside. You know, it's HDR out of the box at the end of the day in that thing. So it was always bright. Sometimes it was too bright. But then the Rift was like the opposite end of the scale. It was like it lost that edge, the vibrancy, the punch to the image. It just seemed a little bit flat, shall I say, in terms of the colours and the brightness and what have you. For me, I wanted a little bit more in terms of pop for what I was looking at. Other than that, it was fine, but I just don't think the panels they used suited me personally. Most people would be perfectly fine, but because, you know, if I hadn't used something like a Vive before, I wouldn't know any better, you know? And I think that's part of the problem. You know, I'd say for anybody who's, if you're on a budget and you want to get into VR, and you've never used VR before, Rift S is going to be perfectly fine. I don't think you'd be disappointed by it. You know, if you've got money to burn, absolutely splash out on the Vive head unit. Not the Vive, the Valve head unit. Well, yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to be personal preference. For me, I just felt that the Rift unit was just too dim. What do you mean playing at night? If you put a headset on, it's always dark. Sorry. Look out, these two trucks are going to cause trouble now. The way I looked at it is, I think I was, I can't remember, I think I tried this game, and I tried Project Cars 2, I think it was. And I just remember looking at the image thinking, you know what, yes, it's slightly sharper than the Vive, there's less screen door effect, great, this is good. But I was like, why does it look like there's just a little bit of a haze to everything? It's just not as clear. Well, that's one of the reasons, you know, kind of like the night mode in the Vive. You could put night mode on, it would turn the screen panel into like half brightness or something. I need to be in this one. So if you wanted to, you could always dim it down. Oops. Oof, Jesus.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Where am I going? Exit right. Eh? Where am I going? Oh, shit.
Rerouting.
Well, I've never seen it on a riff, but again, it's not something that I've really looked for, to be honest. Never. I'm gonna squeeze in by you. Oh, I'm supposed to be over there. Shit. Is it going to open for me? Probably not. I'm supposed to be over there. I just realised I'm too busy talking. Driven the wrong way. Ah, shit. Not going to get out of that in a rush, am I? Can't even swing it round in there. Crap. You reckon I can push a bus? Bus move. I knew there was a reason why I bought this truck. I wonder how much trailer damage I'm having. 5% at the moment. Out to screw up your game. Don't pay attention. I just need to go far enough back to where I can hoof it round and just do a U-turn. This is not how you're supposed to play ETS. I just thought of something. Let's try that a second. The diff lock on, that'll help. Now he decides to back it up, really? Yeah, we're going completely the wrong way. Don't mind me. This is the way we're supposed to go. Where did you pick that up, Free? I don't think that's a game I would actually play. Maybe when it came out originally, but... Right, that off, hopefully. Right, let's go back into the normal view after I had to push a bus with my truck because I went the wrong way. Because that's not Epic Game Store or anything, is it? I know that Epic Game Store was doing... Oh my god, it's still got the diff lock on. Stop. Diff. Yeah, I know they're doing... They're supposed to be like... Isn't it 5 or 6 games they're doing free or something?
Keep right, and then exit right.
Because they were giving GTA away free.
Exit right.
Exit right. We've got to go down here. I know I downloaded that just in case. I thought, well, you know, I'll have it on there. Because I know I've got a version from Rockstar directly. Or I thought, well, it's free, I'll put it there just in case. God, man, these document things are really a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I've got to do this diff lock. Let's try again. It's not... The diff lock button doesn't seem to be working well on my button box. I'll need to investigate that. Well, I must admit I haven't played GTA for a long time, but it's good to go into once in a while, just to have some mindless fun, you know? I think I did have a list of the games that were supposed to be releasing, but I can't remember what they were now off the top of my head, sorry. Still got 50 hours to go. It's been 1 hour 27 now. Shit. It'll be midnight now, and I need to go to bed early tonight. Yeah, well, if it's still free when I go back onto the Epic Games Store, if it's free, I'll slap it in the list anyway. It doesn't hurt just to add it to your games collection. The last time I logged in there, I looked at my account and I was like, well, I don't think I bought anything from the Epic Games Store because everything I saw was free. This, you know, GTA, I think was like a list of at least another 8 games in there that were all free. It's like, free. Same with Steam, you get free games there every so often. You know, if it's free, just put it in your list, regardless of whether you're going to play it or not. Because maybe at some point in the future you may change your mind and decide, oh, I'll give a look at that and see what it's like. Ooh, that's reverse, don't want to put it in reverse. Budapest. Right, that's the save causing that issue. Thanks for that. Drive me off the road. Charming. Return the fever. We still got 122 hours to do this job in. If this gets to nighttime, I might do a rest. Just to get back to daytime and drive in the daytime. That looks pretty cool. What's that? Epic ride? Sorry, what's that reference to? Oh my god. That was a big one. Annoying because when it's running without the drops, it's running nice and smooth, and then all of a sudden randomly it'll just go 20 frames and then back to normal. Oh, mine delivery, yeah. It started off with, what, 76 hours? There's a ferry ride in there somewhere. I think it's towards the end. I'm just hoping that ferry ride's going to be like 20 hours. Hello there, how you doing? Oh, look out. Got another stop coming up. Oh my god. Go away, copper. I've got loads of money. Got 2 million now. Awesome. I remember when I had billions, but yeah. Some steam or smoke over there. Get cruise control back on.
Keep left.
Oh, it's still doing it. See? Twice on a road within seconds. Part of me wants to go off now and download that def file, but the problem I have is if I do that and it interrupts the game, it could reset it back to the beginning, which would be really annoying. So I think I'll leave it until the next one. We'll do this one and I'll change it for the next stream, and then we can compare streams then. Car coming up on the inside. I was trying to go into that lane, but so annoying. Road, rail, chilled and frozen. Come on, you can beat this truck. Let's do it. Come on. Nope, he's speeding up again. I'm supposed to be level pegging. Come on. Actually, let's have a quick look at the map. Let's see how far away we are. Ages. We've got to go all the way down there before we get onto the ferry, and then we got that ferry ride, which looks fairly long. And then we got another one, so we've got a short trek, another ferry ride, and then we're there. There's 2 ferry rides actually. gives you an idea of what we've done. We travelled from, I think we were in Calais, weren't we? We've travelled all the way down the road, way up. Ah. Whoop. Finally get past that truck because the other truck's slowing down. Yes! That's because the ferry doesn't go direct, so you got to stop off, go to another ferry port and take that. Cruising. Well, it now says we're down to 1,978 kilometers. We started on 3,006 or 800 maybe. So we've done a fair trek at the moment. And over 1,000 kilometers, easy. Probably good 1,500. I'm starting to see a tan line around my wrist. I just realized that. That's from being out driving. Maybe I shouldn't wear my watch so much when I do. Got a light for that. Oops-a-daisy. The annoying thing is, it looks even worse on the camera, because I'm looking at the camera image, I'm like, oh my god, didn't realise it's like that. Thank you very much, Lord. And it is a great sounding track. If you go back a couple of videos, there should be a link to it, and you can download it and put it into your game if you do play the game. It's free to download, so grab it and use it, mod your truck, and off you go. In the older version, he did a Volvo truck. I really hope he updates it. Oh shit, that's tight. Jesus. That could have been bad. The Volvo one he did in the old version sounded really good. I really, really hope he updates it for this version. Because it had a nice burble sound to it. I really enjoyed that. This one can be a little bit grating sometimes. It's not as bad as the I say original version. He did a version like this before, and I must admit it did Oops, got too close to that truck. It did grate to me after a while. This one's a little bit calmer. It's not so much in your face. But yeah, the Volvo one is really good for, you know, long treks. It's the smooth engine sound. Don't mention that. Yeah, it causes a headache no matter what, doesn't it? You think of doing something, it's like, nope, can't do it. Or if you can do it, you've got to do it differently. It's like everything's on hold. Cruise control back on, that's okay. We're down to 314 litres of fuel. We'll run it down to about 200 and then we'll look for a fuel station somewhere. That's even worse when you've got everything packed up ready to go and you can't. And then you've got to unpack stuff going, right, okay, where did we put the kitchen utensils and unwrap the bed and God knows what. Oh, look out. We got another one. Uh-oh. Well, I need to change view so I can see what the hell I'm doing. You bugger!
Exit right.
Nearly went into him. Now we've got to wait for this lot. Why can't I go that way? There's less of a queue over there with the cars. Go this way, we've got to wait for the trucks. Kind of like the extra on that truck, even though I don't understand a word it says. At least somebody put a bit of effort into. Yeah, if you look down in the description below, there should be some commands you can type into chat and it'll bring up the information for you. I used to list them in the description box below, but I had so much stuff in there, it became a chore just to read. Oh, is that what it is? Fishmonger, okay. Supposed to be doing 30, but we're going to try and burn down the road.
Exit right.
North Macedonia. Oh, well. it slows down right there. Well, I hope you like his fish then. Come on, move it. Got a package. See? Wow, that really goes bad. Oh, I didn't see that BMW then. Holy crap. I don't know how I avoided him. I think he avoided me more than anything. Get back up to speed, shall we? Ooh. Fuel. Oh no, we're alright. We're still at 292. Got another 92 litres to use it before we have to start worrying. Oh man, this is the... He stops. Do my head in. It's the wrong gear, isn't it? I went from 14th into 2nd. That's just awesome.
Keep left.
Keep left.
Keep left.
Man, that was really bad slowdown. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's really bad. We got the tight twisties by here. Gotta watch it. Bugger it. Do my head in. Right. Let me go to the Promods website now. Shouldn't take me too long to do this. Uh-oh. As he turns everything off. Log in. Download. English. Def file. Copy. Right, actually it overwrites the file. It gives it the same name. Doesn't matter, it only takes 2 moments to download. So if we go back down to the game, reopen the game. I want to find out whether it's the options in the Promods that's causing the issue. Mind you, it could be my PC needs a reboot. You never know. This is now what they class as standard draw distance. I don't think it changes the overall draw distance that you see in terms of the landscape. I think it's more to do with vehicles. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what it controls. Right, click drive and we can continue, hopefully. Cool. Interesting. Now the frames per second is constantly low. Graphics options. Let's have a look. What have I done? What have I done? Okay. Oh, that's fine. Where it should be. Hang on high. Boom, 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 boom. Apply it just to make sure. Oh god, don't look around you, tit. I think my PC needs a reload. Not doing what it should be doing, that's for sure. We'll get through here a second. Swap back to that then. Stop. Oh yes. Or as they say, when in doubt, give it a clout. We'll try and muddle through for now. I don't think we're too far. Although the scenery is looking kind of nice around here. Is it playing back smoothly or has it gone jittery on the playback? I'll check it myself. I want to see. Playback was smooth. It was a little bit jerky, I suppose. Not as smooth as it could be, that's for sure. Oh no, that's jerky. Ugh, terrible. It is, isn't it? It's a touch jittery, people. Alright then, let's do a reboot. Hopefully it won't take too long, assuming it doesn't try and do a Windows update or something stupid. I've had that happen before now. It's going to be quit. Do you really want to quit? Yes. Save the progress. It shouldn't take long to do a reboot, but I've got to do this. Because it bugs me when it... Well, that's good. My middle screen's decided to turn off. Flipping great. Alright, and definite reboot then. I'll be back in a bit. Right for now.